It's important to note that these books are all written in a time when I was being harassed and persecuted. However, they have been reviewed and they represent my truest beliefs when I was in the true spirit of God. A spirit that I believe is now lost forever because the order is disturbed and I am drugged and harassed and kept away from it. You can tell by the way that I'm speaking that I'm very rational, clear-minded, and I have a certain degree of mental clarity. So I'm going to squeeze two books into one video in this video. Okay, Judgment and Creation or Raw Production. Book 2, Judgment. Haru is the true grace from intense God's spirit through the sun gate found in the light martial arts pharaoh. He has to train Sen to ascend and deliver the worthy. Through their interaction with his spirit, a grace-filled spirit symbolized by an ostrich feather at times, since the ostrich is the lowest bird who struggles with flight and cowers symbolically with his head in the ground. Thought and Anubis are God's aspects of careful thought and impartial measurement. However, I would avoid Anubis because he is the son of Osiris. Osiris is a stage that the soul must pass through as the blackness of death, or a form of consciousness, and the lack of being guided by Ra and Haru creates Osiris, which leads you to hell, basically. That's why he's compared with Hades by the Greeks. Ra is the most significant aspect as being all-knowing through sense, and the judging is done through the black, empowering the measurement process with martial art divine creator power. Anything not true of voice or true to the Logos, showing lack of seeking God naturally with heart, dies and is then marshaled, so to speak, in a dark way by the Lord of the Black, Satan. There is a certain order in hell, is another way to look at it. And Apep just represents the chaos that creates the vulnerability which causes you to be marshaled by the devil. So Satan is, Lucifer is Satan's aspect as the marshaller, and Apep is as the destroyer. So, Lucifer claims those who have been destroyed, the link has been destroyed, their connection to God has been destroyed, and he's the Lord of the Black and the Lord of Evil. When I first started making videos, I had trouble seeing that as that. However, for some reason, I knew that Ra and Haru were the two most important deities, and that is how I taught it. Book 2, page 2. Judgment. Haru must lead them individually to his father through the obstacles. No magic can get you there. There is an undermine the pharaoh's power snake trade route illusion. Psychology and drugs cannot replace Pharaoh as Haru with top martial artist power and raw generation. This calls for selflessness and hard internal work. He who is not groupthink righteous, quote unquote, acknowledge the true scale and accept Pharaoh's order. Amut is a wicked witch mixed with Set's hippo characteristics. Finally, Sobek's part as a ruthless killer devours the heart and soul. Apep threatens to win the day and disrupt the divine order as his spirit in the python symbolizes the ancient serpent. The wise king of snakes and restricting life to choke the spirit out of them, quote-unquote, state. Did you support the divine order and find your rightful place, not too high or low through Pharaoh or the blackness in your belly? The heart must be equal to the Pharaoh. To the feather. The heart must be equal to the feather. All right, I'm going to have to start the next book with it because they might take me out of context. They have a way of doing things that causes me to make those slips.